What is going on, everybody? It is Charlie from Visokii Gaming, and today we are talking the veto ceremony results. As always, this is like a live feed spoiler episode, so if you're not feeling that, go ahead and click off. But yeah, guys, make sure to like and subscribe, hit the little bell if you want to see when we go live and stuff. Because yeah, it's been a predictable week, but it's been an interesting, entertaining one at the same time. How's it going, Espen? Brady's not here with me right now, but he may be joining shortly. He was at the store when this all happened. So, yeah. Just type in the comments what you thought of the results. If you don't know, so what happened this week was Paul nominated two pawns before the veto in Alex and Josh, and Ramsey's nominated himself. And if Ramsey's won the veto, Paul can't touch his replacement nominee, so that theoretically would have been the most dramatic kind of scenario. And instead, what happens is Ramsey's almost wins. Everyone gets all mad at him. Fuck you. And then Paul wins veto. And today he put it on Josh and put up Cody in his place. So going into Thursday, we have Cody, Alex, and Ramsey's on the block with almost it's going to probably be 10-1 for Cody to leave. Paul's holding every card you could hold. Yeah, Paul is playing hard. He's playing the game, so I like it. He's playing really hard. He's got these, I like to call them the minions, who lick his sack with every word that he says, if I'm being honest. And, until they turn on him, they don't really have much credit in my book because they're just the whole handing them their tickets during the HOH. I mean, I hate stuff like that personally. But, I mean, this isn't the only thing that can happen this week because Christmas is having surgery on Wednesday for her foot. Right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but honestly, if she can't work, like, say they can't keep Christmas in the house, like she has to be medically evacuated, like they'll give her that push if she needs it. Like they'll, sorry, this can't work, So if Christmas does have to leave the game, it would be after the veto. It would be Wednesday. Do you guys think that they would stop the week, whereas Cody would not go home Thursday, whereas Paul's HOH would have Christmas technically leaving since it's post-veto ceremony? So let me know what you guys think. Potato says, thank goodness for this backdoor plan work. Take notes, Cody. Yeah, this backdoor plan, Paul, last year, when he had his HOHs, he played really scared in the sense it's not playing scared. It just comes off as it in a way where he doesn't want to put his targets on the block. I thought just putting Cody and Jessica would, that's the most ballsy move. That's the big move. But the backdoor plan worked. And even if Cody got nominated to Christmas, or Cody won the veto, Christmas could take, Cody got picked for the veto. Yeah, if he wanted, it wouldn't be good. Christmas could have taken his spot with that ringer replacement. True, most of his minions are loyal. They are loyal, and I think eventually, once they turn on each other, it'll pick up. But I think we just need a power change next week. I don't really care who gets it, but someone that is not playing Paul's game needs to win it. I think if they did everyone we'd mad because not many people like Cody. Yeah, this is the thing I've kind of thought about too. Not many people like Cody, but you got to admit, you're either always laughing or hating him. I mean, that HOH segment on the show last night where he's just standing there in the corner all pissed off when everyone's smiling. I mean, where everyone's having a good time, freaking out over a bag of chips. You got Cody just standing there, I always like that part about Cody, but the guy's a douche canoe, so I see why people don't like him. So if they switch it up, people will be furious. Yeah. I mean, she has to be liked by the casuals, too, because she just won the ring of replacement, right? You got to think. I thought the toads this week and the costumes that they're in are pretty funny. Now they got to hop everywhere. That's perfect for Cody. But honestly, I would say Paul's plan worked. I mean, it couldn't work better unless Christmas has to leave. And imagine the panic and the throughout the house if Christmas has to leave and Cody ends up staying and then wins HOH Thursday. You know what that could almost guarantee too is the next evicted person would probably be in this battle back. They have a lot of stuff that can bring people back this year. You got the battle back, this halting hex, which can delay a week. There's a lot of crazy stuff that can go down. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything, let me know. Just kind of same as always with these live feed episodes. We just kind of wing it. Apparently, after the feeds came back, I was a little delayed, but it looked like Jessica and Josh were throwing hands, or throwing jabs at each other. Josh to Cody was like, "Meatballs and linguine, it's your last supper," or something like that. So Josh has got his confidence back, to say the least. It's good for him. The guy was crying last episode pretty badly. Yeah, exactly. If Christmas gets evicted, that'd be bad for BB because you probably won't be able to do battle back. I think if Christmas not coming back, I think Cameron is going to beat Jillian if he hasn't already, right? So you're going to have Cameron could come back in the house if Christmas has to leave because he's only going to have to face one more person then. Wouldn't that be something? Cameron comes back in. What would it be like day? I got the date up here. It's that Friday the 21st, right? I think is that episode. Cameron could literally come back in the house. Wouldn't that be nuts? That be what? 11 days from now, so it'd be day 31 in the house. The guy would be in sequester. He's going to be in sequester for 30 days as is. It seems like Big Brother is giving Paul these first 2 weeks, and if they haven't had a battle back, they yet. Mixing up my words, guys. Just woke up. Honestly, if you like to conspiracy kind of theorize, I can easily see why you would think production is helping Paul. I agree. I mean, the guy comes back with 4 weeks of safety. He gets these friendship bracelets that immediately give someone trust because he's saving them from eviction, literally. And now he can win HOH while he has this immunity. I don't know. I wish that they weren't allowed to win HOH with this immunity, but they did the same with Netta, and Netta went home the week of her safety in Big Brother Canada 5. Yeah, Josh that man's always crying. That's why I'm kind of glad he got in his jab today to help himself, for Christ's sake. Yeah, if Cameron comes back, I have no idea. All we know is from the intro episode, the guy didn't like Kevin. He'd be the only one, so. And Kevin technically is the one that kind of got him out by accepting the temptation, in a way. Seems it's fixed this series for sure. They definitely, like I said, if you like to conspiracize, Big Brother, they give you so many reasons to, with how many things you see. I mean, everyone was I've seen this one online with the last HOH comp. Everyone was wanting something that they could throw to Paul, and they give you a competition where you can literally hand him your tickets. I mean, I thought the best part about that was when Christmas was on the ground holding tickets, Jessica went and snatched them. She's a true, villain. I like it. I just realized Kevin Agent taking the temp. Would Paul not be here? I mean, there was no way no one was going to take it. But, yeah. I mean, $25K, they would have just kept. What I've seen people say is, I think it was Evil Dick. He said, no matter what, they would have made it to where he got in the house. They're not going to bring him there for nothing. And, the whole him winning the temptation, no one knew anyone else. This voting started the first night, So, an all newbie season would be cool. That's something myself and the other person that does this Big Brother podcast, Brady, have said kind of from the beginning. We've wanted it to be all newbies, and in a sense, Paul's killing it, but not at the same time because he's playing hard. So, I don't usually think it would be so obvious, but he only got a card by himself. Yeah, I mean, they definitely did what they could to give Paul the first couple weeks off. So, Let's see, we got in some feeds here. Now people are Paul's telling Kevin to evict Ramsey. I think what's going to happen with Paul is Kevin's going to be the one to send him out. Kevin gets annoyed by Paul because he's always telling him to don't act so smart. Kevin will mimic that later, just kind of on his own. He'll be really upset. So people say it's rigged. I mean, yeah. There's a lot of theories. They definitely did give Paul 4 weeks of safety. That's something no one can deny. And the fact that he can compete during those weeks is pretty. I mean, if Cody wasn't so hated, people would be in uproar about what the hell's happened to this guy. Think about it. Wins HOH, has to nominate goes to nominate Paul and can't, and then Paul sends him out through a back door the next week while he's still safe. Spin says, it's kind of rigged, but in a way where it's still real, they just influence it. They do give influences in the DR. They always have, which is why when Paul was talking about nominating Matt and Raven and went in the DR, and then all of a sudden that was not happening. He wasn't going to do that. Have they said for sure there's going to be a battle back? Well, Beth, to answer your question, there is a Friday episode next week. And Jillian and Cameron are both still in sequester. So if Cody leaves this week, he's winning it, which I'm down with because I don't like the guy, but I like him in the house to create drama. And people will freak that. It'd be when Victor came back, everyone was like, oh, it's Victor. He's I liked Victor at the beginning last year. Not too many people did, especially in the house. They didn't really care. Yeah, if Cody wins battle back, it'll. I'm telling you right now, that house will go in uproar. They won't know what the hell to do. Especially if someone has power next week, like Jessica or Jason, someone that's going to do their own thing. Alex too, maybe. But I think with Alex is the reason why I can't fully get behind her is she pulls stunts like this where, yeah, she wanted to be a pawn, but at the same time, she's still, I don't know. I want to see what happens when she gets an HOH before I put my full trust in her. But who do you think will win the halting hex, Alex? I think it's either going to be, I don't know. I'm hoping they give it to someone that's not on Paul's side. But again, I mean, your conspiracy theories you guys were talking about earlier and stuff. Another thing people freak out about is this voting, the America's vote. Do they only give it to the people that they want it to have? They want to have it. So I'm hoping it's Alex or Jessica. Just create mayhem, honestly. His huge mistake was putting up one of his own, and all I could say that Xmas doesn't understand the whole point of what was going on in BB right now. Yeah? Have they said exactly what the halting hex is? You can literally stop the eviction. It's practically like a coup d'etat without replacing the nominees, in a way. It's like a reset button from Big Brother 14, if you remember that. They had the coaches hit the reset button when Frank was about to go. Still don't know how Cody didn't realize Paul had the temptation. I mean, common sense. He was only one of 4 people. He's the only one of people knew. Yeah. I agree with that. I mean, he didn't know what it was, too, at the same time. If you're in there and someone's like, yeah, I got 3 weeks of safety, it's going to make you shit your pants. Yeah, that halting hex, I think, I got a feeling it's going to go to someone on Paul's side, and as soon as the other side gets power, they're going to stop the eviction kind of deal. We could be in for a rough one, guys, if that side keeps winning power. I think we desperately need a change next week. In 17, we needed a change, and Austin and Vanessa won, and we got a change, and it shifted the whole season. So, I'm open for it. But, yeah, guys, I think that'll do it for tonight. Been in meetings. Who did he remove from the block? Well, welcome, Diana. He took off Josh and put up Cody, and Josh and Jessica threw some jabs at each other from when the feeds first came back. Most populated polls of Kevin, Alex, and Christmas on top. Yep. I don't think they should give it to freaking Kevin. What would he do? I mean, maybe. What would he do with it, though? Raven will probably get it. I don't know how people like Raven. She's so boring. I mean, I can understand why you like her for her story. Don't get me wrong. But I personally just base this on In the House. I just find, I don't know. You couldn't explain. I hope they divided up more. It's even. It's too uneven. Yeah. It definitely needs a shape up next week, and Paul can't compete, so maybe it'll be a crazy competition. Christmas has a good chance of winning even with a broken leg. I mean, even without the broken leg, people still kept her over Cameron. Yeah, exactly. The broken leg, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Christmas's best part was the fact that she was this CrossFit superstar that she could compete with anyone. But now, at the same time, she does have this broken leg, so you want to take her too far? Why are Jessica and Cody so upset with Josh? He was not part of their alliance. Basically, well, from what I got today was Josh was just kind of talking so much shit. I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly happened with Josh today, but all we know is he was telling Cody it's his last supper. So it seems like Josh got some of his confidence back, and he wasn't crying today when they were yelling at him. I don't know. This is something that happened off feeds too, and they picked up while the feeds flipped on right while this is still kind of going. Thanks for your updates, you all rock. If Raven was friends with Paul before the house. Yeah, I don't know if it's a mixture of friends before they entered the house or she went to his concert and they took a picture because she was a fan. But either way, she's definitely a fan of Paul. Yep, I agree with Jacob. I hope Alex and Jessica win to flip the house. Got here late. What did I miss? Just basically the ceremony of Josh getting taken off and Cody going up. And right now we're kind of discussing if Christmas leaves or if Christmas is forced to leave Wednesday, what happens? Because, again, she's getting surgery Wednesday. So I don't know. I hope for the sake of the game she doesn't have to leave. But, yeah, a lot of people – this has been – something that's been said in the house a lot is they all want – they're like, oh, Raven deserves this money much more than all of us. Oh, if there's anyone that deserves this money, it's Raven. Matt's even said all I care about is getting Raven to the end of the game. I mean, it's just – it might not be the nicest thing to say, but Big Brother's not a charity. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's great she's here for her stuff and everything else, and obviously you always wish the best for her, but to give her the game just because she's sick, it's kind of just it's a whole nother reason why I just don't like these people that Paul's aligned with. They all say this stuff. They're like, oh, we got to get Raven to the end. Raven deserves it. I mean, if Raven was the least bit interesting in the house, I would be like, good for her. But I don't know. It's just it's almost it's a loser mentality kind of in a way. Diana says Raven deserves the money if she plays a good game. That's it. Exactly. They shouldn't give it to her because she is sick. I mean, I don't know. Matt has said this multiple times, and so is Paul. But when Paul does it, it's just when they're talking. Paul, when he talks to himself, he knows. Yeah, they should reward gameplay. Exactly. I think the jury should always be rewarded gameplay-wise, but as we saw last year, that doesn't happen. It doesn't always happen like that with rewarding gameplay. You'll have someone like Natalie who'll vote for Nicole because she's a girl. Just an example. And if Natalie switches for gameplay, Paul wins. Just stuff like that. That's why the jury probably needs to be 7 people, not 9, because Paul is playing everyone. He's trying to. But the other side, I keep saying the other side. You might not know what I mean. Jason, Jessica, Alex, even Kevin got really upset with him Thursday. I don't know how that still is, but Espen says Josh might get far with crying all the time for that sympathy, but it's going to be like a baby mercy eventually to get annoying. Yeah, I mean, Josh still isn't guaranteed to go too far. With Jessica hating him, she might put him up if she wins. Because, I don't know, I think Josh definitely did himself a favor by getting that apple that first week. Who do you think would be America's favorite player this season? If I were to guess right now, I'd probably say Christmas. She did break the, or I keep saying break the leg. She broke her foot too, so she's definitely got the sympathy from the fans, from the casuals, aka the people that aren't watching this right now. You don't care, because most of the casuals don't really care about live feeds. They'll just check out the shows. I say Dominique's playing the best game. She's playing a really good game. Unfortunately for her, Alex knows that. So that's, I don't know, that's why I like Alex. She's catching on to the good stuff, but at the same time, going up to be a pawn, and now she's still on the block. That should send bells in her head, but who knows. Cody makes me laugh. Great feeds. Exactly. With Cody, you hate the guy, or you're laughing about some of the stuff he does because he's so weird. You know? That's why I kind of want him to stick around. But I'm sure Cody will win Battle Back next Friday. Paul should have to be equal. He's playing everyone. I mean, this goes to those, like, the whole friendship bracelets and the safety. One of Paul's biggest gameplay moves it's not really even a move. Something he did last year was when someone's bashing on someone, Paul jumps in just so they all kind of agree with him and like him. And he did that a lot with this alliance. I don't even think they're an alliance. Just the Showmances and Dominique and Christmas. That's kind of his group, those 7. And, yeah. I actually did not watch Candy Crush. But I got to go, guys. It is 3 o'clock. You boys got to get going to work. So, yeah. Probably be doing a wrestling podcast tonight for Raw if you guys are into wrestling. And as always, we'll be here Thursday. If anything, and also Wednesday, probably after the surgery, we'll be here too, giving an update on what goes down. But yeah, guys, should be a fun week. Thursday will be fun. Jason Raven only to leave. I agree. And yeah, have a good one.